So Luka Doncic just dropped a brand new masterclass on the NBA. 73 points. The man is a menace. Yet after that, all any old head fan or player wanted to talk about was, oh, there's no defense in the modern NBA. Just stop, all right, bro? Nobody wants to hear that. Anyways, here's Luka Doncic as a 20-year-old, rated 90 overall on the 1983 Dallas Mavericks. Beginning with the Magic versus Bird through to the modern, I'm giving Luka 3 seasons in every era of NBA history to see if he can stack up a GOAT resume. Of course, when I say GOAT resume, one Michael Jeffrey Jordan accomplished the following in just 15 seasons. Will Luka's game translate to each era? Can he rack up similar accolades? Let's find out. And as a spoiler for later in the video, Luka's gonna have a great chance to win some rings in like 2 future eras for sure, but he could get off to a good start here with Mark Aguirre, Rolando Blackman. This is a pretty good supporting cast. Season 1 of Luka's career, he does not win MVP. It is Larry Bird. He did take home Rookie of the Year, 16, 9, and 8. Honestly, pretty modest numbers for Luka. We know the man can go crazy. Oh, but those modest numbers were good enough to get him All-NBA first team. Yeah, he needs a lot of those to keep up with MJ. Good job. Oh, wow. I was wondering, dude. All defense, he also needs a lot to keep up with MJ. Luka, not the greatest defender ever, but 2K respects it, I guess. And I teased it a second ago. Dallas, this squad is pretty good. They are a 3 seed. They coming out of the West. The Showtime Lakers will be a bad. They could do something here. Also, for the sake of his resume, I will be keeping track of Luka's all-star appearances, but considering he already made it as a rookie, I don't think he's gonna miss again. I will only point out if Luka misses an all-star game from this point forward. Man, that is crazy. Luka averaged 16.5 points a game, made first-team All-NBA. Dominique averaged near 30. George Gervin, like, there were some really good performances. The league just loves the new Slovenian sensation. They've never seen anything like it in the 1980s. Fair enough. Look at Magic's numbers. That's wild. Luka's first playoff series ever. He is taking on the Trailblazers with Fat Leverage and Paxson. Calvin Nat, you should be able to handle this there, Luka. Oh, I didn't even realize this series went 2-2. It's 5 games in the first round. Luka survives barely. And this could be... Oh, wait a minute. No, I was going to say this could be... These Jazz don't have John Stockton or Karl Malone yet, or maybe John Stockton's coming off the bench. Either way, this series was a breeze for Luka and the Mavs. A 4-0 sweep. It's happening, people. This is scientific proof Luka could do this in any era. Wow, Mark Aguirre and Rolando Blackman, they're low-key carrying Luka. He's really being the point guard facilitator for this team. That's kind of crazy. And I do fear his run might come to an end. Look at the Lakers. Dude, that starting five, that is nuts. That is wild. But Luka's pushed them 3-2. The Mavs are down. Wow, they could do this. They could win 2 in a row. Let's go. I keep saying Luka's doing all the work here, ignoring that Mark Aguirre's playing like prime MJ out here, but we move. Oh no, at home, the Mavs on their last leg, down 7 minutes and a half left. Can Luka help facilitate any magic here? They need a 3 on this possession. Luka's got like an 80-something 3-point rating. He's got to shoot it, man. I know you're a rookie in the 80s, Luka, but you're built different. You're like a wizard out here. A pull-up 2, really? I mean, he made it, but like, oh, what in the world? I thought that game was over. Even after Luka hit that shot, the Mavs are now within 3. They need a triple to tie. Oh, Luka had a clean look. Why is he not shooting 3s? Oh my gosh, Luka, my boy. What was that? Wait a minute. Oh my, Luka shot 0 3. The entire Mavs team shot 0 3. Did they infect Luka with 80-ball-itis? He's not shooting 3s? I completely missed that during the season. Luka finished 4th in 3-point attempts. What? 0.3. No wonder his numbers are nerfed. Wow, I literally don't know how this happened. He has a 20-shot 3-point tendency. I copied his player into... That makes no sense. Okay, I'm going to change that for next season for sure. And for those keeping track at home, the Lakers beat the Pistons in the 1984 NBA championship. Okay, on to year 2 of Luka's new career. Aguirre, Blackman are still here. Naturally, Luka developed to a 94 overall just like that. I didn't touch anything. That's crazy. Also, without touching anything, Luka's 3-point tendency is now up to a 59. It did that on its own. Full disclosure, I was going to change that myself, but in one off-season, rookie Luka to second, fair enough. Now he should probably chuck a bunch and probably score a lot of points. Okay, Luka Doncic 0 for 2 on MVPs. Fair enough. Magic had a great season. Oh, and my boy got snubbed of All-NBA first by Michael Jordan of all people in his rookie season. That's not good. Fortunately, on his resume, I'm only counting All-NBAs as a whole, so All-NBA second counts just the same. He was also demoted to All defensive second, but I think Luka will take. That is good news for Luka. Dallas is the 1 seed, the favorite coming out of the West. Okay. In terms of league leaders, Luka did not get a scoring oh my gosh, I don't see him anywhere. Mark Aguirre, his teammate. Hold on, I'm really bad. 39th in 17.5 points per game, 8.8 rebounds. Now, I mean, he's filling up the stat sheet like he does. What in tarnation? Luka only attempted 0.7 threes a game. Honestly, the 80s have just brainwashed him. What is okay. He's got a legitimately high 3-point tendency. Make it make sense, 2K. Okay, what's most important is that Luka wins a ring. Kind of. Like, I want him to put up big number. Anyways, the Suns in round 1. That's a 3-0 series sweep, baby. On to round 2 to face the Clippers with Terry Cummins, old man Bill Walton, some rookie Norm Nixon. This is a pretty good team, but not good enough. The Mavs handle business in 5. And as you'd expect, it's a rematch against the Showtime Lakers. But look at Kareem. He was a 96 overall last season. He's all the way down to a 91. They might be there for the taking, Dallas. Or not.
That was bad.
And in case anybody cares, 1985 champs, the LA Lakers. This time they beat Philly.
All right, Winnie. Super Bowl matchup is set. Chiefs 49ers. How do you feel about Taylor Swift's team being in the Super Bowl? That's like the look of pure indifference. She doesn't know she's supposed to have a take about it. It's okay. Do you at least have a take on like Patrick Mahomes? Is he gonna have a big game? Like Christian McCaffrey? Can you help me out at all, dog? No, you're just yawning in my face. I've tried so hard to get her to care about this. She just will. She's not a true underdog.
Well, looks like I'm on my own once again when it comes to making picks on Underdog Fantasy. And honestly, not the worst thing ever. Winnie doesn't have the best track record. I'm just saying, it's still very early ahead of the Super Bowl, but we do have a matchup set. And at this point, I feel pretty good about Christian McCaffrey putting up numbers for San Fran, and Travis Kelce should probably come through for the Chiefs. Other than that, I'm gonna need some more time, all right? There's still like 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. You know, I'll probably make like 5, 6, 7 more pick'em entries before the game. But even still, a small 2-man entry like this one I've made, it's still guaranteed to have me watching the Super Bowl even close. Speaking of watching games closer, if you want any regular season evening of NBA hoops to have more intensity for you, try entering one of the many drafts that are always ongoing. They're quick, they're easy to complete, and those prize pools up for grabs, they look pretty nice, I can't lie. I've said it a million times and will say it here again. There's never a bad time to sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Use my code JCAN and you'll have your first deposit matched up to $100 plus get a free mystery pick'em special. It's been an amazing season being sponsored here by Underdog Fantasy. Shout out to those guys, man. Use code JCAN. My link is always down below in the description. Okay, Luka Doncic into his 3rd NBA season, the final one of this Magic vs. Bird era. He's a 97 overall, still has Mark Aguirre, Orlando Blackman, so they're gonna chip into his individual numbers for sure. We're gonna continue to monitor. He now has an 81 shot 3-point just from natural development. Oh wow, the Mavericks drafted Xavier McDaniel and Chris Mullin. Yo, this team is stacked. Let's go, Luka. Okay, all right. I have a lot of feelings here. That's a W for Luka winning MVP. Why is he still not averaging 20 points a game? Well, let's just deal with it, okay? MVP also means obviously first team All-NBA for our boy. Oh, and look at that, back on all defensive first team next to Michael Jordan. My man's is putting up some numbers, some accolades, I should say, not really numbers. And this time Dallas enters the playoffs as the 2 seed. All right. Okay, I have some thoughts. I made Luka a point guard because that's what he plays in the modern era. I think maybe because they have 2 good wing scorers, they've just turned Luka into like a facilitating point guard like you would have seen in the 80s. So like, fair enough. It's good that he still won an MVP. His numbers just don't look as good. He's not winning scoring titles. I just can't figure out this 3-point attempts thing. Like his tendency I've showed you, it is there. It's really baffling to me. Maybe he'll shoot a bunch more and score a bunch more in future eras. But for now, another new opponent in the playoffs. Can maybe the Mavs avoid playing the Lakers? That would be nice. And no, they will not avoid playing the Lakers. In fact, this time it's in round 2. Kareem continues to fall off. Like, they're getting worse technically, but Magic is still so good. They're a 3 seed. Oh my gosh, Luka might be cooked down 3-2. You can still do this, Mavericks. Come on. Getting them in the 2nd round. It's so sad. It is so sad. Come on, Luka and the Mavs. You can do it. My guy. They just lost by 23 and they were down by like 30 plus points most of this game. Okay. Luka got owned by Magic and the Lakers in his first era. Fair enough. Wow. At least the Lakers didn't three-peat. It was the Portland Trailblazers ended up beating them in the playoffs, then beat the Washington Bullets to round out the Magic vs. Bird era. For Luka Doncic, his first era in the books, his individual numbers don't look great. 18, 9, and 9. But anyways, we've talked about that enough. Accolades wise, it's not the end of the world. I mean, he did take home 1 MVPs, 3-time All-NBA, All-Defense, All-Star. Can we get some scoring titles and more importantly, some rings coming for my boy? Here's Luka Doncic as a 23-year-old rated 97 overall on the 1991 Dallas Mavericks. Okay, things to observe right away is I am putting Luka as a small forward in this era. I want to try. Like now I think with old man Rolando Blackman, Derek Harper, a point guard, I think they'll feed Luka. He'll be their primary scorer. I think he could put up some huge numbers. Speaking of the Mavericks as a team, though, they are not very good. Like Luka is going to be a one-man show. If he doesn't average 30 plus points a game, I'll like eat my own. I do not know where I was going with that. Can we just move on, please?
This freaking guy.
Not Luka's numbers. Not good enough to win MVP. Karl Malone, really? Luka not first team All-NBA. Okay, he's there on the second team All-NBA. That's good. I was worried there for a second. And he also gets the respect all defensive second. He's racking those up. That is clutch for his resume. Okay. I see why. Dallas is an 8 seed. They're actually going up against Karl Malone's Jazz. That would explain why Luka's not MVP. Also, because his numbers were not that good. Dang it. Good thing I didn't agree to eat anything. 25, 10 rebounds, 8 assists per game. So he was more of a scorer. To be fair, MJ led the league in scoring, only 27 points a game. So numbers were down across the board. At least Luka's a top 5 point getter. That is okay. He also led the league in 3-point attempts, but again, only 2.7 a game. When are we going to see the breakout explosion, Luka? Also, when are we going to see our first ring from Luka and the Mavs? I'm just going to assume they're going to get first rounded here. Yes, in a sweep. That sucks. Hopefully Dallas's front office can get it together. The Blazers, they won the last ring of the Magic Bird era. They actually had Hakeem on that team I didn't show you. This time it's Clyde the Glide going off. All right. On to his second season in the Big Mike era. Luka is not happy. He's still a 97 overall. He's a little bit bummed. He's got 54 badges now. That is nuts. And the Mavs brought in Dino Radja. That's my boy. I love it. I'm struggling to get excited about the rest of their team. It's pretty mid. Luka, can you just put up like 36 a game so I can stop complaining? Thank you, Luka. Although I'm gonna keep complaining. Only 27 points a game. Whatever, man. He wins his second MVP. That is important, and it must mean the Mavs were pretty good. Or not. They are a 7 seed, and once again have to play the Jazz in round 1. How did Luka win the MVP as a 7 seed? Dang it, dude. How's he ever supposed to win a scoring title when MJ's out here? Okay, so he finished second in the league in scoring. That's weird. Like, his numbers weren't astronomical. I'm failing to see why they gave him MVP, but we're not gonna complain. Can Luka, the MVP, and his ragtag group of Mavericks take down last year's MVP Karl Malone, John Stockton? Maybe? Nope, they cannot. 3-1. At least they took a game, but I need some epic playoff moments here soon, Luka. And what in the... Bro, the Portland Trailblazers are running this video. MJ is nowhere to be heard from, and this is wild. In your own era, Michael Jordan, you are getting shamed by Clyde the Glide. That's wild. Okay, it's Luka's third and final season in the Michael Jordan era. He's a 98 overall, 25 years old. His 3-point tendency, I won't even show you. It is a 99. This is as good as Luka's gonna get. And of course, his supporting cast is just so very bad. But yeah, that should lead to at least 30 points a game from Luka. I'm gonna be disappointed again if he doesn't hit that. What in the... Okay, well, Charles Barkley from the top rope just had the exact season I wish Luka would have. 32 and 15 a game. No MVP, but Luka is first team All-NBA. Also, he's playing at a 99 overall. I need to see these stats, brother. Ooh, this is pivotal, actually. He missed all defensive first team and all defensive second for the first time in his career. Oh my gosh! And the Mavericks missed the playoffs. Okay, also for the first time in his career, no playoffs. That's actually not surprising. Their roster was trash. Okay, but hear me out. I'm doing some math here. If Luka made All-NBA first, he didn't play any defense apparently. His team sucked. Clearly, his numbers must be astronomical. And they are not. I mean, it's his best individual season yet. 29, 10, and 8 rounding up. A very good season, but he couldn't even crack 30 a game in Michael Jordan's era? Come on, man. And we don't even get playoffs with Luka, obviously, as we've got the Lakers and Knicks again. Look at the Knicks sweeping MJ. This alternate timeline has gone so badly for Michael Jordan, and the Lakers win another chip. Old man Magic getting another one. Brian Luka, you can't spare one for my boy. Okay, so we're through 6 seasons of Luka's career, 2 different eras. His points per game are way up, his assists per game a bit lower, but yeah, those numbers are looking all right, I guess. 2 MVPs is a good thing, 6 for 6 on All NBA and All-Star, plus 5 all defense, also a good thing. But can we get my man some championships? Maybe a scoring title or 2, something here to keep up with MJ's resume? As an early prediction, I don't know about the scoring title, but these next 2 eras, dude, Luka better have some playoff success, win some rings, let's go. Here's Luka Doncic as a 26-year-old, rated 98 overall on the 2002 Dallas Mavericks. This one, yeah, I'm excited for, man. He has young Dirk Nowitzki, pre-MVP, but still in his prime, Steve Nash, Michael Finley, depth off the bench. He's got a couple good centers. Yeah, this is it. They got to win at least 1 ring. By the way, 3rd different era for Luka, now a 3rd position, as I am making him a shooting guard. It fits well with the Mavericks rotation. They've got Steve to be the facilitator. I don't know. No, Luka might not put up astronomical numbers, but hopefully they win a lot. Okay, well, hold on. Season 1 of the Kobe era, Luka, as predicted, his numbers are not astronomical, but 26, 9, and 9. Very efficient, and obviously the Mavs won a ton. First team All-NBA, back where he belongs with Kobe, KG, Tim Duncan, Shaq. What an amazing era, let me just say. Back on All-Defensive first team, too, after dropping off both teams there for a hot second. We love to see it. Dallas, indeed, the 1 seed. They'll be taking on Yao Ming and the Rockets in a minute, but let's take a look at, okay, yeah. All right, Kobe averaged about 35 a game. Maybe he should have won MVP. It makes sense. Luka's got Dirk cutting into his action. He's on a very balanced team. Fair enough, man. 3-point attempts per game. He actually shot less than Antoine Walker, which is hilarious with a 99 shot 3-point tendency. Whatever. I will try to stop complaining about it. The rest of the bracket could do them some help, maybe by taking out the Spurs or Lakers early. They should have no problem. The Mavs here with Houston. As predicted, they did beat them in 5. All right, they lost 1 game. Fair enough. Okay, well, they don't get the Spurs or Lakers in round 2. I forgot about the Kings. Why was the West so good back then? Oh, wow. I didn't even jump into it. I was that confident. The Mavericks do hold on, a 6-game series win. But look at this. The Golden State Warriors have pushed the Lakers to 7. This would be, I guess the Warriors are pretty good, but this would still be a big W. And looks like Golden State is not taking care of business. Okay, well, I got all excited for nothing. Indeed, Luka, Dirk, and the Mavs will have to go through Kobe, Shaq. Oh, the rest of their team is so mid, but can they compete with that duo? I guess so. Luka's having a monster playoff run, 28, 9, and 10 per game. Dirk is doing his thing too, playing 41 minutes a night. That is great. He must be their only power forward on the roster. Okay. Our first appearance of Luka Doncic in the NBA Finals, and it will be against Allen Iverson and the Philly 76ers. Back to the finals for the 2nd time in this timeline. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 3-1. It's a 3-1 series. Dallas, you're in the finals, but this is a joke. Dude, that Philadelphia roster, I mean, AI is only like a 92 overall. They are not very good. Oh, wow. They're really about to go out sad, too. In game 5, they're down 4, under a minute left. They need a stop. They need a 3. That's the only way they'll survive. AI inside. Okay, wow. Dirk just got out-rebounded by Keith Van Horn. It has never been more over in the history of the world. That is crazy. Wait a second. 9 seconds left. Dallas down 4. You hit a 3 right here, Luka. You're open in the corner over AI. That's easy. No, Luka's not serious. He's unserious. Unbelievable. Oh, look at that. Steve Nash. He's just a little confused, all right? I have no explanation. 2K, why is this still glitched? I mean, Luka finally did his thing. 38, 10, and 11. That's the kind of stat line I need to see this man have. Wow. Dirk in 43 minutes scored 10 points. He choked.
You hate to see it.
Okay, the bad news, Luka is now halfway through his new career and has 0 championship rings. We need him to get at least like 4, 5, 6. The good news, these Mavericks have returned basically the same core. Dirk, Nash, Finley, Luka, and they almost won it last year. Let's go. Oof. Yeah, Kobe in his own era. He got snubbed of MVP last year. 33 a game this. No, he won it. fair enough. Luka's still there on first team All-NBA. Okay. Also second team All-Defense. He keeps getting those nods. And the Mavericks are once again a 1 seed heading into the playoffs in the West. I think I've come around. I've accepted the fact Luka's not going to have an exact Michael Jordan resume. He's not winning the scoring titles, but he's doing a lot. We just need some rings now, okay? And you know what? At least he's in the ballpark now. Top 6 in the league in scoring average. That's pretty good. 26, 9, and 9, especially when he's playing with Dirk, who's also putting up, yeah, top 10 in the league in scoring. His resume keeps filling out. He's got some MVPs, All-NBA, all that good stuff. His averages are looking nice, but it's time for some playoff success. And I don't mean a finals loss. Let's get the thing, dude. Round 1, no problem. A sweep against Denver. That's a good start. Okay, round 2, no Spurs, no Lakers, no Kings. It's the Sonics, but they've got LeBron. Okay, that's a pretty good trio. The Mavs should still win. Indeed, it's a sweep, although I am still concerned about LeBron being in the West, but we'll put a pin in that for now. Oh my goodness, and look at the Golden State Warriors. This time, they're trying to take down the Spurs to help Dallas out. And we're just gonna watch the Simcast. This time, they do it. They hold on for a 5-point win. Wow. Oh no, this is setting up for a 2007 We Believe Warrior, upset just a couple years in advance in this timeline. That is not a good roster, but now I'm kind of scared. What in the... You've got him.
What the fuck?
This team, 2K, this team, Jason Richardson, Anton James at 285s and 80 and nothing else. Really? Yeah. Sure. Yeah, Luka, your career's toast. The Warriors, what do you want from me? My goodness, Golden State was even too much for AI and the 76ers in the finals.
That doesn't make sense.
You know what? I'm just going to let that roll off my back. That Golden State team winning a championship, 2K, sure. I'm sure it makes sense in some world. Steve Nash has left the Mavericks. They did not replace him, so this is going to get even more difficult. And you know what? I've moved Luka's position to point guard. They need it now that they've lost Steve. It actually dropped them to a 97 overall, but maybe it's some sort of reverse voodoo that works in his favor. Not enough voodoo at work to get him another MVP, but Tim Duncan had a big season. GG. Luka is first team All-NBA. He is living there. Oh no. LeBron, just stay not amazing for like one more season. Let Luka live. Oh no. Dallas is a 5 seed and they've got Golden State round 1. I'm done. I am done. Oh my goodness. Luka had his best season ever. 29.9 a game, 10 points. He averaged a triple-double. And he almost won his first scoring title. That would have been sweet. Wow, this came out of nowhere. The roster that inexplicably upset them the year prior went on to win a title. I'm simulating round. If Golden State wins, I don't know if I'm returning to this video, all right? So here we go. The future of this video on the line. Simulate round, Golden State versus Dallas. It's happening.
It's over. We are screwed.
Here's Luka Doncic as a 29-year-old rated 99 overall on the 2010 Dallas Mavericks. We are on to the 4th of 5 eras, the LeBron era. And yes, this Mavericks team won a championship. They are so good. And they add Luka, who I am playing at small forward. It fits with their roster construction. He should win. It should all be happy. That's it. And I guess I need to update Luka's little resume. All right, he's averaging 24 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists per game for his career. Not bad. 3 MVPs, a whole bunch of All-NBA, All-Defense, All-Star. No rings. All right, it has now become glaring. Well, would you look at that? Luka, a nice juicy 29, 9.6, 9 assist stat line, MVP. Okay, this era is off to a smashing start. First team All-NBA with D Rose, Russell Westbrook, Al Jefferson. Okay. Oh, the NBA media has finally wisened up though. No all-defensive team nod. Well, fair enough. Dallas is fittingly a 1 seed in the West, but I'm interested. Did Luka finally, Oh, he did not. I thought he might have finally won a scoring title. No, D Rose, 31 a game. Luka finished second. Again, that's, there we go. That is the kind of stat line I thought he'd be averaging this entire video. And this is his single biggest 3-point shooting season in terms of how many more than the next closest competitor. 8 to Kyle Lowry, 6.5. So, okay. Young Blake Griffin, Eric Gordon on the Clippers. That's actually not a bad starting 5, but like, come on. That is a 6-game series. Okay, let's just move past it. Round 2 is going to be a lot tougher. CP3 at a 95 overall. David West, Emeka Okafor front court. They're good, but they are no contest for the Mavs. A 5-game series this time. Okay, here it is in the conference finals. I think exactly the same as 2011. Yeah, Dallas beat the OKC Thunder, right? Can they do it again? It would really help Luka's resume.
Well, okay.
Onward we move. Luka is now 30 years old. He's a firm 99 overall. So like nothing to complain about there. The supporting cast for the Mavs looks exactly the same. Like they're not even losing in game 7 of the playoffs. If they lose, they get destroyed anyways. Whew, okay. All right. There's MVP number 5 for Luka. Yeah, almost averaging a near triple double. He might have won the scoring title again, 29.2. Freaking Derrick Rose. I mean, it doesn't matter. Luka's not going to catch MJ with scoring titles, but he finishes second once again. Once again, the Luka Dirk combination with all these depth pieces in Dallas looks crazy. Looks really good. Round 1, our guy has Kobe Bryant in the playoff. How is that? I know this is older. He's a 95 overall. How are they an 8 seed? A 5-game series win. Kobe and the Lakers go out sad. Like, I'm sorry, how does this roster simulate to be an 8 seed? I know it's a different era, but like compared to that Golden State Warrior team in the Kobe era that won a championship, it literally makes no sense. Okay, round 2. I think Luka managed to avoid the Spurs every season during the Kobe era. He's got the veteran version now, and that's a sweep. No problem. Okay. The Minnesota Timberwolves are into the finals, the Western Conference final. Are they about to be another Golden State? Because I don't really think they belong here. Nah, we're good. We're good. They were a polar bear in Arlington, Texas. Fair enough. Here it is. Here it is for all the marbles, baby. Derrick Rose, who keeps stealing scoring titles from Luka, and the Chicago Bulls, who are all right, but come on paper, this is Dallas, right? This is Dallas, right? Up 1-0. Uh-oh. Oh my good. No, we're not panicking yet. Oh my God. What? This Bulls team, D Rose, 3 mid-80 overall. Oh, that's good. That is a good team. They're not horrible, but like Luka and Dirk can't compete with them? Really? Oh, Jason Terry, Jason Kidd are getting old. They're only gonna have one more chance. No pain. Derrick Rose wins Finals MVP. Of course, he earned it. And Luka Doncic is he's on fraud watch. He's on a 5-time MVP. Just tearing up every regular season. Can't get it done. It's that simple, dude. Okay, one final season in the LeBron era. Jason Kidd has retired or just went somewhere else. I don't know. So I've made Luka a point guard again. We'll see if this magic works. It did drop him to a 98 overall. That shouldn't matter, dude. Him and Dirk, can they please get it done just once? Oh my god. Yeah, putting him at point guard worked. I should say so. Oh look, and they got my boy back on all defensive first. Maybe I overthought. Should this whole video I should have just kept Luka at point guard? Let me know in the comment section. Too late to change it now. But anyways, a near perfect season for Luka Doncic. All NBA, all defensive, MVP, triple double. Nah, Luka. Derrick Rose still has to steal the scoring title from Luka. That's kind of crazy. I'm kind of getting annoyed by that. Anyways, only one thing could annoy me more than Derrick Rose right now, and that would be the Mavericks not being in the NBA Finals in T-2-1. Okay. I can't even muster up frustration anymore. It just is what it is, man. A 5-game loss in the second round for Luka, Dirk, and the Mavs to the Sacramento Kings. I gotta see this. I gotta see the. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, they drafted Kawhi? Nick Young is an 86. Omri Caspi. You know what? Cool. Okay, now through 12 seasons across 4 eras, Luka 25, 9.5, and 9 career averages. Very good. 6 MVPs, also very good. 12-time All-NBA, an All-Star, 9-time All-Defensive. It's almost all there, except just a big old 0 rings. Here's Luka Doncic as a 32-year-old rated 98 overall on the current day, the 2023 Dallas Mavericks. Yes, indeed, he joins his squad with Kyrie, Derek Lively. What, like, is he finally gonna break the seal here with the ring? I'm so doubtful. Let's just get to it. Massive MVP season for Luka in the current era, but for what, my guy? Your first scoring title in season 13 of your career. That's great. But again, I ask, for what? Your road to a ring begins against Phoenix 7-7. Can you do it? This man's an absolute fraud. He's an absolute fraud. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Phoenix Suns in a rematch of 2021? Question mark? 2 seasons left in his career. Oh, Luka's starting to fall off. He's a 96 overall. Kyrie's dropped from a 90 to an 89. This is not looking good, my boy. There it goes. Nikola wins MVP. It's so over for Luka. He once again made All-NBA first. He's back making all defensive teams, but for what? I say again, 28, 9, 8, cool numbers and all, but yeah, Dallas is a 3 seed again. We know how well that went last season. Brad, they just got first rounded again. They just lost in 6 again as the 3 seed. I'm being a hater. I didn't even think, I did not think that would happen. That's terrible. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay. They beat Shane the Thunder in the finals. Congrats, Darius Garland. Oh no, Luka's going out so sad. His final NBA season, the third season of our modern era. Luka's 34 years old now. He's dropped to a 94. Kyrie got up out here. They might miss the playoffs. This is so sad. Luka in his final season, I mean, pretty good numbers. 28, 8, and 9. He got an all NBA, all defensive nod, no MVP, no scoring title to round things out. From the 5 seed, no, the 4 seed of the playoffs. Can he get one miracle run as a 35-year-old veteran? No, he can't. I can't believe it, dude. 3 straight series in this era as the favorite. 3 straight 6-game series loss. For his career across 5 different eras, Luka averaged about 26 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists per game. He racked up 7 MVPs, not too bad. 15 All-NBA nods, 15 All-Star games, 12 All-Defensive nods, and a scoring title. He got one in there. But with 0 rings, 0 Finals MVPs, I do not think it stacks up to a true GOAT resume. But, you know, he had his ups there too. Let me know what you thought of the video. Are you as shocked as I am that Luka, with all those stacked Mavs teams, couldn't get it done even once? Should I do this with another player? Something like that? Let me know down below, and check out another video from my channel.